How to stop translating and start thinking in English. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Smart and Easy English. I'm Ben, and today we're going to tackle a common challenge that many English learners face: how to stop translating and start thinking in English. Translating word by word can slow down your language fluency and hinder natural communication. But don't worry, we've got some practical tips to help you make that shift. So let's dive right in. Why not translate? Before we begin, let's understand why translating can be a barrier to thinking in English. When you rely heavily on translation, you're treating English as an extension of your native language rather than a distinct language with its own rules and structures. Language is deeply connected to culture and context, so direct translations can often lead to misunderstandings or awkward constructions. Realizing that English and your native language are different systems of communication is the first step towards a more fluid and authentic English thinking process. Surround yourself with English. One of the best ways to start thinking in English is to immerse yourself in the language and engage with a variety of English media such as movies, TV shows, podcasts, and books. This exposure to authentic English content not only helps you become familiar with colloquial expressions and different accents, but also enables you to internalize the language subconsciously. By surrounding yourself with English, you create an environment that encourages your mind to think in English rather than relying on translation. Learn idioms and expressions. Idioms and expressions are the heart of any language, and English is no exception. Instead of trying to translate them literally, make an effort to understand their meaning and usage within specific contexts. For example, when you come across the idiom, break a leg, don't think of it as a literal request. Instead, learn that it's an expression used to wish someone good luck. Incorporating these idioms into your everyday conversations will enhance your English thinking skills and make you sound more natural and fluent. By the way, if you want to know the best way to learn idioms, check out our video on the correct way to learn and use idioms. I'll put a link to that specific video in the description. Practice thinking in English. To transition from translating to thinking in English, you must build a habit of using English as your internal language. A helpful exercise is to set aside short periods throughout the day to think in English. For instance, while taking a shower, going for a walk, or waiting for public transportation. Describe your surroundings and thoughts in English. Initially, you might find it challenging, but with consistent practice, you'll find yourself becoming more comfortable and fluent thinking in English. Use English in daily activities. Integrating English into your daily life can be both fun and effective. Start by labeling items in your home with their English names. This simple act helps reinforce vocabulary and encourages you to think of objects directly in English without the need for translation. Additionally, try making shopping lists or to-do lists in English. As you go about your daily routine, talk to yourself in English about what you're doing, thinking, or planning. These activities create more opportunities for you to practice thinking in English and gradually make it second nature. Create mental associations. Building mental associations between English words and their meanings is a powerful technique to overcome translation hurdles. Whenever you encounter a new word, try to think of its meaning in English directly without referencing your native language. Visualization techniques can be especially helpful. Imagine an image or situation related to the word, reinforcing the association. Over time, these mental connections will become stronger and you'll find yourself thinking in English naturally. Practice active listening and speaking. Listening and speaking are crucial skills in language learning. Engage in conversations with native English speakers or language partners. Actively listen to their responses without immediately translating in your head. Instead, focus on understanding the context and meaning. As you practice speaking, aim to express your thoughts directly in English without resorting to translation. Active listening and speaking will help you develop an intuitive understanding of the language, paving the way for thinking in English more effortlessly. Think in English during writing. Writing is an excellent way to reinforce thinking in English. When composing emails, journal entries, or other written content, try to organize your thoughts directly in English. Avoid translating from your native language to English, as it can hinder the flow and coherence of your writing. If you encounter difficulties, take your time and use resources like dictionaries or language learning tools to help you express your ideas more accurately. With practice, your writing skills will improve, and you'll find it easier to think in English while putting pen to paper. Conclusion. We've covered some valuable tips to help you stop translating and start thinking in English. Remember, understanding the distinct nature of English, immersing yourself in the language, and actively thinking in English are essential steps on this English learning journey. Don't forget to surround yourself with English content. Embrace idioms and expressions, and create strong mental associations. Practice active listening, speaking, and writing. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And since you watched all the way to the end, here's a bonus tip for you. Be patient with yourself. Transitioning from translating to thinking in English is a journey that requires patience and persistence. Be kind to yourself and understand that it's normal to encounter challenges along the way. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and don't be discouraged by occasional slip-ups. Language learning is a gradual process, and every effort you put in contributes to your growth. Embrace the learning experience. Stay motivated, and with time, you'll notice a significant improvement in your ability to think in English fluently. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more English learning tips, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any updates. See you next time, and remember to enjoy the journey.